What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is my review for the new TV show on HBO called The Righteous Gemstones. It's starring Danny Mcbride. It's co-created with Danny Mcbride and Jody Hill. These the same people that brought you Vice Principals, Eastbound and Down, and many others. Danny Mcbride has appeared in many TV shows and movies, and he's pretty funny. He plays somewhat similar to the same character each time, and that's cool because he plays that character damn well. Now, he got a lot of the same cast that was in Vice Principals. If you didn't see Vice Principals, man, I love that show. It was really funny, creative, interesting. The only bad part is it was only 2 seasons, and sometimes his shows don't really go that long, but it's a hell of a ride while it's going. Now, this show, The Righteous Gemstones, is a look inside of mega churches, the families, and some of the things that they got going on. Now, this right here, they're kind of poking fun, tongue-in-cheek about what's going on. They Righteous Gemstones, it's a family, a brother, 2 brothers, a sister, and the father. Now, the mother passed away, and so the family is kind of in a little disruption at that point. They live on a huge compound with mega houses dispersed throughout the compound. They got a gun range, different things. They got like a carnival park there, like a little Wacko Jacko-esque type of thing. And so it's really interesting. And so what the whole show is about is they basically about that money. They trying to secure that bag, okay? And so then what happens is he receives a text, Danny Mcbride's character, and in that text it shows him getting high on a little book of sugar with women with their titties out, and some dude with a Microsoft, aka micro penis. This thing was so small he peeing on his nuts. Anyway, so he gets that video, and they're saying they want to talk. They want $1 million in cash. They're trying to blackmail him. And so that's where the story starts to take a turn. He has the wife, he has the family and the kids, even though one of the kids ran away, and one of the kids, he tried to kiss him on the head, and he's like, "You fag," this, that, and the other. And so one of the kids is pretty rebellious. So with all of that going on, now he's getting blackmailed for $1 million. Now he's trying to figure out a way to come up with this money because he don't want this tape to come out and ruin everything that the family has going on, as well as the family is trying to set up a new location and take the congregation from 4 small churches, take all of their members and create their own thing. So they got that going on. So he's trying to figure out who's trying to blackmail him. He's also trying to figure out how he's going to get this $1 million, because daddy watch my spending. Daddy limit my spending. I can't get no $1 million. And so it's pretty funny. They got a little country, little southern twang, but also kind of, city in the way as well. And so he's trying to figure out how I'm going to get this money, whatever the case. So they get the money. He goes to talk to the guys. It's pretty interesting what happens. They think one of the ministers is behind it. Turns out that may or may not be the case. This is only for the first episode. A lot went down, and normally his shows are only 30 minutes, but this show was actually an hour long, which was even more enjoyable because the way he does his shows is so funny. He's an interesting dude. I like his style of writing and his comedies. I hate that they are normally only last 30 minutes. So with this going an hour is pretty good. His daddy in the show is John Goodman. You may know him from Roseanne, King Ralph, many other movies and shows. I like John Goodman. He's looking a little old, though. His 11s are up. If you don't know what the 11s are, that's the 2 little cords in the veins right here. They poking up. His 11s are up, which ain't looking good. But nevertheless, McBride, he's trying to figure out how to get this money, whatever the case, so that the tape doesn't come out. They go and meet these guys in the parking lot, and things go haywire. He tries to shank him a little bit, and then one of the guys fall. Then they try to shoot. They start busting caps. They run. His sister is along with him. She was also in Vice Principals. I like her character. I like how she acts. She does a great job. They got great chemistry, her and McBride. And so then they pull off, and then just all hell breaks loose. And so it's really worth watching. It's really interesting. The younger brother, I'm not too familiar with his work, but he does have a weird type of house guest there. He had 666 on his chest, and it turns out he used to be a devil worshiper, but then he was converted to Christ through the brother and the gemstones. And so now it's a weird dynamic going on with that as well. And so the show is definitely worth a look. HBO always has some type of provocative shows on. I mean, HBO is like California in television. It's always some type of progressive, liberal, interesting type shows that you wouldn't find anywhere else. And I give it to HBO for not being afraid to always put something new out there or interesting that maybe some other places wouldn't do. And so it's on HBO. If you don't have HBO or you don't have cable, you can go to the App Store and you can get HBO for I believe it's around $10 a month. So if you want to get HBO and just get the app and watch it, HBO got a lot of the best shows ever made, from Game of Thrones, Sopranos, and many, many more. So if you go and check it out, you would also be able to check this out, as well as Vice Principals, which was definitely funny as hell and worth a look. This right here is definitely funny as well. McBride, he's up to his usual creative work, and he's creative genius behind this, and I give it to him. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how the Righteous Gemstones saga continues. That's Jay with a little micro review. I hope you enjoyed it. Check it out. Peace, and I'll see you in the next one.